Empathy is at the core of everything we do at camp. It is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. When I think of genuine empathy, I think of three core parts: non-judgmental listening, giving individual attention, and being aware of our behavior and the behaviors of those around us. Non-judgmental listening. Obviously, you're going to have opinions on the stuff you hear and the things that people are saying around us, but those opinions are yours. They aren't necessarily good for the talker. We want to focus on active, engaged listening without saying the first thing that comes to our minds, or getting right into problem-solving mode, which is really tough when someone is telling us something hard or challenging, or when people feel uncomfortable and we truly want to help. Typically, what people are looking for in these moments are not solutions, but rather empathy, and we can give that to them through non-judgmental listening. Non-judgmental active listening sounds a lot like really good paraphrasing, really good follow-up questions, and a lot of acknowledging statements. Wow, that sounds really difficult. Or, thank you so much for telling me that. Or, sounds like a tough situation. These are phrases that first acknowledge people's feelings and their experiences. Individual attention. What I'm really talking about here is distractions. So often when we're having one-on-one conversations, there are so many other things going on. You know, our phone's in our pockets and we can feel it buzzing and all the texts are going off. Or we quickly look down at our watch when someone's talking, or we look over their shoulder. You know, these are all distractions. They're hard to avoid sometimes, and sometimes they're unavoidable. But what I really want us to think about is how is this going to help drive empathy? If we look people in the eye, or if we can model our own body language after what we are seeing, the individual attention leads to better connection and more empathy. Awareness of behavior. What is the other person showing me right now? What did they do before this conversation? What are they going to do after this? How have they reacted to things before? Again, what I'm trying to do is put myself in their shoes. So I have to be aware of how they respond and what they say in different situations. What I want to focus on here is not what I think they should do, but what do I know about them and what can give me a better understanding for what or why they might be thinking or feeling a specific way. Finally, I want to talk about the phrase "at least." Brené Brown, a researcher that studies empathy, talks about how people react when somebody is telling us something and we want to be empathetic, but often we're not. We do this all the time, right? When people are telling us something difficult or painful, we often want to draw out the silver lining. We say, "Oh, you lost your bathing suit? Well, but at least you have another." Or, "No swimming today, but at least we can go play gaga." And these phrases are not acknowledging what the other person is saying and practicing genuine empathy. Genuine empathy isn't pulling out the silver lining, it's recognizing the gray cloud, the struggle, the hardship. Genuine empathy is most often the first thing campers, and really all people, are looking for. And it's a skill we can all get better at by focusing on these three building blocks: non-judgmental listening, individual attention, and awareness of behavior.